What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. My name is D-Free, and in this video, we are going to go ahead and talk about several things, but I'm going to start off by just really quickly talking about the Extreme Z battle for Gohan. So, this is apparently, if this is correct, it should be going live tonight, like literally just in like 7 hours or so, if this is correct, because typically, whenever the notices do wear out, they expire, is when the stuff goes live. But take that with a grain of salt. I just wanted to kind of put that out there. Maybe there has been some sort of confirmation over on Reddit or things of that nature. I've been having a chill Sunday, so I just wanted to make you guys aware of that. And if you want to know about this event, what to expect, the best teams and characters to use, and a lot of different situations such as the Ginyu Force and all of that stuff and how this event actually plays out, in the description right now, go over to my video, which I covered this last week in a video. It was a little bit premature, but I went over all of that information, okay? Basing it off of JP, it's going to be the exact same event. You know how that is. But I did show a lot of different teams. I started off showing the Ginyu Force team, which is not live right now, but will be live in part 2 of the celebration, which is, this also is part 2. I don't know if there's an announcement in the news right now, but I wasn't seeing it. But nonetheless, the Ginyu Force and a whole bunch of other teams and the best characters to use. So make sure you go and check that video out and share that video around with friends if they are interested in knowing what you would want to use for that event and how to play through it, what to expect, and just the difficulty, because that's actually the easiest. On like a scale of 1 to 10, it's probably a 1 in relation to all of the other EZA battles that have ever come. So anyways, now part 2 of this video, we're going to go ahead and talk about what has currently come to global and what to expect going forward. So hope you all enjoy. You know what to do. Subscribe if you're new for more content. And for today's video, question of the day. Let me know, which banner are you most excited about that has not come to global yet, but you know it exists, right? Because basing it off of JP, you know it'll come eventually, most likely, probably, maybe, I don't know. Anyways, let me know what you are most excited for in the comment section down below. Otherwise, hope you guys have had a good Sunday as well. Like I said, I've been chilling. So here's what we have. So these type banners are coming out one after the other, sometimes overlapping. In fact, if you haven't summoned on them, I think a few of them should be open for you right now. I think the only one that has not come to global right now, just if you're at home keeping track, is the STR one. I don't see that on this list over my very brief observations. So anyways, those banners are one-time summons. If you summon on them once, they go away. They offer you the orbs and 1 Elder Kai, because you can't get 2 if you're getting orbs, apparently. Otherwise, the only other thing that's happened is Global has now, as of yesterday, about noon, gotten out of the period for the 3 and 1 free on the summons for the anniversary banners for LR Vegito and LR Gogeta. So that is basically it. The banners are still live. Otherwise, you can still do summons if you want to try your luck and things of that nature. So when it comes to the anniversary, part 2 really won't have much else in the way of like new characters and summons like that. But what it will have, as far as where it would end off, because this is JP's right before anniversary right here. These characters came out right before anniversary. And then we move into the anniversary period. You see that they got these banners as well. Same exact thing. They got the type banners and the same exact stuff happened over here. And then what we get into next is we get into the legendary banners, the legendary advents. These banners that are featured for these characters. So this actually, and especially on JP, I think this was the first time Broly was featured on a banner. Do not quote me on that. But no, actually he wasn't. It's definitely the first time that Goku Black, I think is what it was, that was featured on a banner, because I'm pretty sure on Global he might have already been before JP got the chance to do that. So it was something weird between one of those two characters. I'm pretty sure it's Goku Black. Anyways, nonetheless, this is the first time Gohan has his own feature on this banner. Trunks, you know, things of that nature. So these banners, okay, at the time that these came out on JP, really quick observation is that they were just not good banners. They were technically some of the better banners that you would want to pull on for if you wanted the featured LR character, right? And that's still rung true at this point. That was the case. If you really wanted Broly, well, then your best chance at summoning him was basically this banner. Otherwise, the type banners come, they go, they're not there all the time. They used to always be there about a year ago, but now they just are hardly there anymore, things of that nature. So, nonetheless, that's basically how it breaks down. Also, Majin Vegeta has his own feature, but shouldn't have forgot you. I'm sorry, Majin Vegeta. You were actually my first summonable LR, so I apologize. But as far as Global's concerned, they actually have the guaranteed SSR per multi-summon. So, here's my deal. If you want to try your luck on summon on one of these banners, I wouldn't blame you. I still think they're bad banners, just just in general for SSRs, but if you wanted to try, or not in general for SSRs, for LRs, excuse me, if you wanted to try your luck, then more power to you, because you might actually walk away with getting an LR or two or things of that nature because of the fact that the last spot is guaranteed to be non-featured, basically, which means, unfortunately, you probably wouldn't get the main character on the banner, but you could get one of the several others in the last spot. And that this type of banner, I believe, was the first one, or one of the first ones, that mechanic was introduced on. It might have been LR Bojax. There's a couple of them in that same period of time, if I remember correctly, over on the Japanese version of the game before it hit global. And we just noticed instantly that these banners became insanely good. If you can do, of course, a few multi-summons, you have a really good shot in relation to what you had prior. But moving past that, right? I got this question previously when I streamed last time, and I was doing my Super Battle Road event for the, the Realm of Gods and stuff like that. I got asked, when does Jiren Dokkan Awaken, right? So this right here is actually Jiren's introduction banner. As you would note, and this actually was the case too, because prior to the anniversary, right before the anniversary on the Japanese version, is when JP got the Tech Vegito and the what's his face? Excuse me, the Rosé. Chill Sunday, bro. Just chill. I'm telling you, my mind's out of it. But I want to try to make sure I get this to you guys, so forgive me. Anyways, so Global got this stuff a long time ago. Global also got the UI introduction banner a long time ago. They got all this stuff way earlier than when JP gets it, basically. So when we come back over to the Japanese version, my answer to that question, by the way, was within the next few months. First, we have the reintroduction of this guy's Extreme Z Awaken event. That comes back. So I got that question recently. Do EZAs come back? Yes, they do. Turles comes out. And then we have the Extreme Z Awaken for Frieza. Then we have these tournament banners, which I'm skipping. If you care about the tournament, these are the characters, yada yada. Introduction of this character on here. That probably will not be a banner reprint. That probably will get skipped because he's already come. This was his first banner over on this version of the game. Matter of fact, I don't know. Never mind. Anyways, so here's where, it was Bardock's banner. I think it was Bardock's banner, actually. That was the one that just, was godly because it had the, the guaranteed SSR thing implemented or whatever. It was right about that time where Vegeta was live and stuff like that, where this Vegeta banner was live. So this Vegeta banner is when Jiren initially got his Dokkan Awakening. Long story short, they could legitimately, at any point prior to the actual release of this, they could legitimately say, we're going to go ahead and Dokkan Awaken Jiren. Jiren could literally Dokkan Awaken any point. So what I'm estimating will happen is they are going to go ahead and finish off the STR banner. They're going to reprint, or they're going to go ahead and actually print these 5 banners for these original 5 summonable LRs. After that, they're going to move on to the Jiren Dokkan event is what I am predicting actually will happen. I think Jiren is going to come right here where this banner is slotted to actually come. And I don't know if this banner will actually reprint, but it's a Dokkan Festival banner, so it's highly likely. So this is probably when they'll actually allow Jiren to Dokkan Awaken and introduce his Dokkan event, which would have been, like I said, on relation to JP, his actual introductory banner. Because if we scroll down here, he actually comes back on this banner, and this banner is where the God of Destruction Topo Dokkan Awakens, Dispo, the Ribrianne, all those other characters come into the game as well. So that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. And then from there, they'll probably follow suit, have the EZA events start popping out, and then Turles comes out, which I'm actually very excited for Turles. If you're debating whether or not to summon for Turles, just because maybe you don't know who he is, but or not who he is, but how good he is, and you like the character, for example. Even if you don't like the character, maybe you might want to try it because Turles is one of the best units in the game as far as Transcendent URs go. His passive allows him to support just about any team. So he is really, really good. And I'm actually really upset because he still to this point has not came back on a banner. And I didn't think that he would be that good. He might also be something in relation to the category you would need for an event, Extreme Z Awaken event. So you might want to summon for him. Why do I feel like he was for Frieza? No, Frieza was Namek Saga, I think. Either way, you're going to want to summon for Turles most likely. But otherwise, after the Vegeta banner, we come up here. There are more legendary advents. I showed this previously, and now we're about to get into more modern times. We're just about a month off of what happened on JP. Cell got his EZA. Gohan came out, which is another really good banner for you guys to summon on if you were looking for specific hero characters, because Gohan is first and foremost a really good unit, but this also introduces the reprint of these characters right here. So this is a great opportunity to summon 2 of the best hero characters respectively in their individual colors. So if you want to try for that as well, that's also directly on the heels of the introduction of LR Bardock coming into the game alongside Lord Slug. So that's how that would break down. Otherwise, there's apparently a Kai banner reprint. Don't know if Global's going to get that. I'm steering clear of these minor banners that probably people don't care about. Also, there was an EZA for these guys, so I'm pretty sure this is where this is. So yeah, their characters, Extreme Z Awaken right there, right before Cells. So moving past the tournament stuff, there's a ticket gacha. I feel like this is Memorial gacha. Is this, what is this, a comeback ticket or something? I don't know what this is actually, because I don't think I ever saw that banner. Moving on, we get, so what they started doing is right about here. I think right here, when this guy came out is when they, yeah, it is. So when he came out, they started actually doing this trend of bringing back the type banners again. And this time they're not one-time summons. They don't give you the orbs, unfortunately, but they are there indefinitely for a few weeks. So they do it again down here whenever Tech Goku comes out alongside the Tech Tien banner. So I'm assuming when the next Dokkan Festival actually comes out, because here we are now modern on JP, there hasn't been a real Dokkan Festival. We got the Tanabata banner. I actually do not know if this is going to come out on Global. I assume some variation of it will, but I don't know if this particular banner, exactly as it is, will come out on Global just as a cliffhanger. But this, not a cliffhanger, you know what I'm saying. This banner, though, it wasn't super good. Like, the rates on it for the individual characters are not that great, and you've probably heard that. I've pulled characters off of it, but I've had to go a lot of stones in, so I don't really recommend that banner. Then we have this banner, which is currently live, and the Gohan Extreme Z Awaken. So I wanted to cover all that. Like I said, remember down below in the description there is the Gohan video if you guys do want to check that out and get familiar with the Extreme Z Awaken event. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and let me know in the comment section, like I said, the question of the day. Which of all these characters you've seen are you most hyped for? Just now that I've reviewed this information myself, I want to drop my own, and I'm going to go ahead and say I'm honestly, as far as Global is concerned, mostly hype for Disposito. That's who we're hype about. We're hype about getting Dispo. I'm too excited for that. Anyways, oh, Dispo apparently is already translated in Global. So, E2 Awakening of a particular character. Either he was Disciple. Never mind. I take that back. Speed attributes of it. I thought that was Google Translate. Disposable. Damn, that name. That name. Disposable. Anyways, have an awesome day. I'll catch you in the next one.